everybody, and welcome to this review of Super Galaxy Squadron EX. So, Super Galaxy Squadron is a shoot 'em up, arcade-styled, where it's scrolling downwards, and you are a ship, and you're shooting everything in sight, and it's interesting. It's fun. I don't have a lot of experience with shoot 'em ups like this, just because they're not really the type of game I play often. But I figured I would try it out and see what it was like. Generally, the game was okay. It has an arcade mode and an endless mode and a few other modes. But I spent most of my time in the arcade mode, and I don't know. It was kind of repetitive in just kind of didn't seem like there was a ton of variety to the different types of enemies, because there might have been quite a few different enemies, but they all shot like 3 projectiles, and it was only like the 3 same projectiles for every enemy. So that was kind of boring in that it didn't really have a ton of variety to me. And obviously there's tons of stuff, and it's not easy, but it just didn't seem like it had enough for me. I mean, there are a bunch of different characters you can play as, each with different they shoot different projectiles, and they have different specials and stuff like that, which is cool, but I kind of prefer it where you get the upgrades in the game, so it changes as you play, instead of you've died, so now pick a new character. I don't really like that as much. Also, if you're good enough to get to the, if you beat the rest of the level and get to the boss of the level, you can't change a ship there. You have to stay as the person you've been playing as. And that's really hard sometimes, because some ships are faster, some have more power, and if you're a really slow ship and there's a ton of bullets and you have to be really, really precise, it's really hard to dodge everything, and that kind of was hard to do in the game. But I mean, it is meant to be difficult, meant to be shoot a bunch of bullets at you and make sure you die. Yeah, that's the game. Shooty, keep getting shot at. I mean, there's not a ton to talk about besides that. I mean, you move around, you shoot. Instead of you get power-ups for your primary weapon and secondary weapon, which are like, if you're like normal firing, and then you have stuff that comes out like rockets. So you have like a beam and rockets and stuff like that. Each of the 14 different characters works a bit differently, and they have different stats. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of, you can find your playstyle that you like, but I do like the variety of characters. But back to the shooting and stuff. Instead of collecting like bombs, like you do in a lot of shoot 'em ups, you instead, once you've killed enough once you've collected enough like these orbs, which give you score as well, you power up your special, which is different depending on which character you are, which is cool. Generally, they're pretty awesome specials. Make explosions go everywhere. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I mean, besides the character variety, I don't know, the game is it's not bad, and I'm definitely not the best person to ask when it comes to shoot 'em ups, because I haven't played a bunch. But I enjoyed the variety. I just didn't. The actual shooting of a bunch of different ships was kind of monotonous. Monotonous. That's what I meant. It's just kind of samey, repetitive. I mean, if you're into shoot 'em ups, I would expect you'd like this one. I don't know. Hopefully, the gameplay. Looking at the gameplay, it helps a bit more than just me talking about it, because I'm not the best person to ask, because I haven't played a lot of shoot 'em ups, so I'm not sure if this is a good one compared to other ones or bad. But it feels pretty similar to other shoot 'em ups I've played in the past. It's just instead of you leveling up instead of getting different weapons in game, you switch characters outside of the game. Well, like if you've died, you can switch it before the level starts for real, which is kind of nice, because you know what to expect. And they have a little bit of blurb about their backstory and stuff, which is kind of cool. There's also a bit of a story, but it doesn't really matter. You're fighting aliens, basically. That's really the only thing that's important. Yeah, so if you're interested in the game, go check it out. Yeah, so I would give this game probably, I don't know, like a 6 out of 10, because good variety of characters, just not a ton of. It just the gameplay is kind of repetitive, and I mean I kind of expect that out of a shoot 'em up, but at the same time, I feel that it needs to add more variety. It should have had more variety in the different projectiles that can be shot and stuff that happens. And the boss is a bit harder, and they do some more stuff, but it's still kind of the same projectiles, and they do the same stuff. So yeah, this is actually I think it's an update to a previous release game, but it's a fairly large update, and I just got code for it, so I figured I'd review it. And yeah, that is Super Galaxy Squadron EX. If you liked what you saw, go take a look at it. If you didn't, don't. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, and goodbye.